What's up, YouTube? This is David, the woodworking accountant. It is April 8th, and I tell you what, this transition from winter into spring this year in Missouri has been weird. We've had a bunch of late cold snaps, and again, like I said, it's April 8th, and I'm just now getting into my hives. So right here behind me, I've got 3 hives that I caught in June last year, and they didn't quite get enough honey to make it through the winter. So I added on a 20 pound candy board, and we're going to remove those, and I'd like to take you along just to show you how these work and how they were beneficial to these 3 hives and how that got them through the winter. So come with me, we'll take a look. All right, so I'm going to open up this first hive, give you a look at what these bees did to the candy board. Now, this candy board is made up of a sugar and water substance. I don't recall the exact, I think it was 4 to 1, 4 parts sugar, 1 part water. You essentially mix sugar and water until it gets hard like a piece of candy. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Look at that. These bees need a super now. So as you can see, this is an empty cavity here. And this was all filled with sugar. Now they've built a ton of comb here on the lid. I'm gonna need to figure out what to do with that. But I'm gonna set that aside here and just give you a look at what they did. I would say there might be 5 pounds of sugar left, but really not much. So as you can see, they needed this winter to get through. The other thing I'll mention is that a candy board is food. It is a source of food. But one reason I like them is it draws moisture out of the hive. So in the winter, while the bees are trying to stay warm, keeping their hive from bringing in moisture is a good thing, and this candy board draws that moisture up and helps them stay warm and dry all winter long. Alright, I just opened up the second hive, and it looks like this hive didn't utilize the candy board as much as the last one. That said, they did eat a couple pounds here, and in this last hive, when I got into it, that was the one where nearly all the candy was gone. They had no honey stores, or very little, so I'll be interested to see what the inside of this one looks like. Holy smokes. Again, looks like they built up this hive cover. Probably should have pulled this off a while ago. Oh well, it's my first year, I'm learning. But I think this hive is prime for a super. They seem to be in the comb building mode, so we will go ahead and help them out with that. But as you can see here, let me get a little different angle. They used most of this candy board. Out of the 20 pounds that it started with, it's probably 5 pounds remaining, maybe a little more. But overall, I'm happy I did this with that hive. Alright, I got all the candy boards loaded up in the truck and hauled out of the bee yard. You probably noticed on a couple of those that there was some leftover sugar. Now, I'm not going to let this go to waste. In fact, I'm going to take all of these and empty them out into a tote. And when I start feeding sugar water, the 1-to-1 ratio, this is what I'm going to use. So no sugar is going to waste. Anyway, let me bring you in here and show you how I made these. This isn't a full-on demonstration of how to build them, but it's really simple. It's just 2 boards here, the length and width of a 10 frame Langstroth, and then I've got a 1/2 inch woven wire under here, and that's what the sugar is supported by. And then over the top of that, you can either use newspaper. I use that thin paper. You can kind of see it right here. That thin paper that wax foundation is wrapped in. The bees don't seem to mind it, and I don't know, there's something about the ink in the newspaper that just kind of bothered me, but I'm sure it'd be just fine. Anyway, those are my candy boards, and hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.